Well, welcome to another one of Boz's Hot Wheels videos. And this one's all about the junkyard. So, one of the great things about collecting these is not only getting the perfect ones, but sometimes getting the beaters. So I was at a vintage toy show out in Rochester and got to know one of the guys I was buying some cars from, and I took a moment to ask him if he had any beaters, and he did. So we met back up a couple days later, and I bought his collection of junky, beat up, junkyard Redlines. And that's what these two cases are. So let's start off with this one. This one is the kind of the worst of the two. So we've got a couple red Barons. Here's a nice one with the capped wheels on the back with a straight axle in the front. That might be a decent project car. But if I don't want to do that one, you've got the little bit more recent one with the all straight axle car. A little nicer condition. Got an iced tea in the enamel green. This one does have the tailgate. It's just missing the ice cubes and the cover, and those are both reproduction pieces. So that one's got a little potential. This guy's still got some pretty decent blue Spectra flame to it, just a little toning, but not the end of the world. Missing the engine and the exhaust, but that's a nice reproduction piece. Or I've got a couple extras on some other junkyard ones, so shouldn't be too bad a restoration on that one. Here you've got the Ferrari F12. We've got the back ready to fall off, and we're missing the cockpit cover. But just happen to have a second one right here. Missing the back, but with the cockpit cover. Just need the glass. Got a little Mercedes SL. Somebody did a little painting to it. A little dent in the front there, missing the hood. Hopefully that's a reproduction piece. So, somebody did their own restoration. Might have to see if we can do a little better. Finish it up. This Python's pretty interesting. First year car. It's really got some really nice blue Spectra flame on it. But it looks like somebody at some point decided to put down a little pinstripe down the middle of it, and then ripped it off and ripped all the paint off, because that stripe goes all the way down to the bare metal. It's too bad, because it really does have some nice color to it. Not quite sure what can be done with that one other than stripping the whole thing and starting over. Got a large charge. Somebody put their own lightning bolt on it. This one's rough enough. Don't know quite what could be done with it. Decent wheels though. Still Redlines. Got a nice early Demon with capped wheels and completely crushed. That's a parts car. Speaking of parts cars, got a couple cool ones. Need a little straightening out. But I've got a nice one that has broken wheels in the front. So I might be able to combine these and get a good car out of them. Got some real good junkers down here. How about a Monte Carlo Stalker broken into two pieces? Nice cracked in half base. That one saw a lot of playtime. As did this Poison Pinto. Can barely make out the fact that it still had super chrome on it. A little short on some back wheels. Could be a custom though. Got a pair of these. Warpath. Got little plastic doors though. This Ferrari V12 would be pretty nice in the blue. Just might be a little trick finding a back hatch for it. Of course, missing the glass too. Always got to be a trashed 4J car in there somewhere. Some pretty interesting paint effects on this one. A couple stickers. Somebody had a good time fixing it up till they ripped all the wheels off. Also always got to have a paddy wagon missing the top. You really can make restorations of that top any time now. So I got a bunch of them missing. The Mighty Maverick. That was beat. Sadly, this is my only Mighty Maverick so far. Don't know if I can make a convertible out of it. Still might be tough to replace that front fender. Couple Jeeps. Not too bad. Missing the gun, but it's got the windshield. Good wheels. And another parts car. And Roger Dodger, the guy I bought it from, said this was his car growing up, and he's the one who did the paint on it. Kind of feel like maybe I should fix it up and return it to this paint color, this tritone. Give it back to him. I think you should always have the cars you grew up with. Pretty neat though. Gotta find a motor. And a barely recognizable Muttmobile. Hard to say what color that one started off as. But that's it for case 1. Case 2, just a little nicer. Be right back for video number 2.